So today I want to talk to you about 20 meal saving hacks that will help you saving money at the grocery store. And as most of us are experiencing nowadays, inflation is really high. We go to the grocery store, what cost us $1 last year is now costing us $1.50 or $2. So these are just some ideas of things that I've been using for many, many years. I've always been kind of a frugal shopper, so I hope that these help you. So number one hack is redefine your meal. Maybe think in terms of simple meals versus, drawn out meals. We don't always have to have a dessert and a veggie and a meat, and there's ways that we can sometimes combine maybe a chicken salad or maybe a pasta. Maybe we skip some of the other things. So these are things that might help you in your redefining your meal. The second hack is, and probably the most important, is review your online circulars and your weekly circulars that you might get in the mail. These are going to include digital coupons, weekly ads, all kinds of information about different items and products in the store that are going to be on sale. And these are really a big help because the loss leaders, which are the things they advertise, the greatest sales, are going to be the things that the stores hope to bring you in and have you, make up the difference in buying their other things that they mark up. So if you can learn how to stock up on the things that, maybe are on sale one week, maybe instead of getting one item, you end up buying 2 or 3 or whatever the maximum is you can get. After a while, you'll start to stockpile different items. And when you go to use things or plan your meals or what have you, you're going to be narrowing it down because you're not going to have to go and buy those same items every single time. So one of the things that I do, of course, I'm retired now, so I have time, but I try to go to multiple stores whenever I can during the week. And some stores will have one item on sale. Some stores in your area will actually carry the same items on sale. Maybe they all get them at a discount, I don't know. But if you can take advantage of those things, it's going to be a huge savings to you. So hack number 3 is plan your weekly menu around what you get on sale. That's pretty easy. The information on the weekly ads and what you get over the computer, if you look at the ads online, usually come out mid to end of the week. Usually around Wednesday, the ads come out. And so if you start planning your meal, maybe you're going to do your shopping on Friday or Saturday or Sunday, you can make your list, decide the loss leaders that you want to buy, and then plan your meals around it. If you know that ground beef and pasta sauce is all going to be on sale at a really discounted price, maybe you plan spaghetti that week. However you like it or want to do your meal planning and following the loss leaders is probably going to be one of your biggest savings. Number 4 is set up a weekly budget. My budget, I'll share with you, it's just my husband and I, but I have a budget of $35 a week. Now, that might sound like a lot to some people or a little to others, but I also have close to 20 fruit trees in my backyard. I've got different kinds of vines that produce fruit. I've also got 8 big planter boxes in my garden. So throughout the year, I live in Southern California, so I've got access to all seasons that I can really garden, and I take advantage of that. I garden the cool season crops and the summer crops, spring crops. I try to just rotate and do that all year long. And I have a big freezer in my garage. I always keep things on hand so that when it comes down to cooking, I'm not out buying things at the last minute. I always have things that I can pull together for a meal. So a weekly budget is a great idea. Whatever your budget is or however big your family is, there's always a way to do it. The fifth hack is to shop from your freezer or pantry. A lot of people buy food and then they never eat it. They end up throwing it away. So before you put together your list or follow your lost leaders or make your menu plan for the week, go to your own pantry and do your shopping. Go to your own freezer and do your shopping. I mean, maybe you won't have to go shopping one week. Maybe you only need to pick up 1 or 2 items. And you want to rotate your food anyway. You don't want things sitting in your cupboards or in your freezer so long that they're not getting used. So number 5, shop from your own pantry or your freezer. Number 6, freeze and store meals. There's a lot of activity these days to people who are doing once a month cooking and freezing meals because they work or they don't really like cooking, so they get it all done one day a month. But prepping, even if it's not doing a meal, you can still prep. Cut up onions, freeze them and put them in the freezer, and you can take out whatever you need when you're ready to cook. Or peppers, or tomatoes, whatever it is that you have that you've been able to get at a good price or grow yourself. Take advantage of freezing those items and having them available. Number 7 hack is to use cash whenever possible. Now that's a big thing, because if you go in with your card, sometimes it's very easy to just throw things in the cart and not really realize how much money you've spent. When you've got cash in your hand and you go to check out and you're over by 10 or 15 or 20 or $50, you can't do that. You may have to put some items back. So go in with the cash and make it work. I guarantee you it will definitely help you to stay focused on how much money you have on hand. Number 8 hack is be creative. Don't just shop at the grocery store. If you have a local farm or discount dollar stores or things like that, take advantage of them. Use those different places to maybe stock up on rice and beans and pasta and spices and things that are inexpensive. It can be a huge savings to your budget. Number 9, use curbside service. If you're somebody who goes to the end of the aisle and those potato chips call your name, curbside service is going to get rid of that. You're going to have everything lined up. You can pay for it, make a decision online, go pull up, they load up your car and you leave. You're not going to be tempted by other things in the store. Number 10, don't shop when you're hungry. That seems like a pretty simple one, but I know we've probably all done it. I know I've been guilty of it. If you know it's lunchtime or dinner and you haven't had anything to eat and you're just trying to get your shopping out of the way, have a bite to eat first. Have a sandwich, have a piece of fruit. The other thing I do in the summer is I always take a big cold glass of ice water or iced tea. I put it in my car, and when I come out from shopping, I'm not tempted to buy the Coke or the whatever's on the end aisle because I'm thirsty. I try to make sure that I have all that available to me. Number 11, eat what's in season. I mean, if you know that you're craving watermelon and it's the middle of January, somewhere in the world people are going to be growing it in a greenhouse and you can buy it. But if it's $6.99 a pound, do you really want your watermelon? I don't know. But if you know that there's other things that are on sale or are fresh, they're in season, not only are they going to taste better, they're going to be a lot less expensive. So number 12 is start a garden. Whether you're in an apartment, house, a farm, whatever you have, there's always room to do something. Even if it's just growing herbs by your kitchen sink. I mean, there's always something that you can grow. And you'll be surprised, even in a very small space, just how much money you can save by eating out of your own garden. Number 13, hack number 13, shop at multiple grocery stores. We kind of touched on that, looking for lost leaders, but it's something that can save you a lot of money. Number 14 is use digital coupons. There are regular coupons that still come in some weekly ads, but they're not nearly as popular and used by the stores as the digital coupons. And some stores, I mean, you can find hundreds and hundreds of coupons, and you can just click or clip on the button and add it to your little discount card when you check out. And it can be a very significant savings if you really take the time to do that. And you notice, like, as we're going through these things, the main thing you need to do is prepare. Preparation is the key. Number 15, eat what's in your refrigerator. Try to use up what you have, and don't throw so much away. If you've got some potatoes that are in your refrigerator and they're kind of getting to the end, make mashed potatoes. Use up your greens. You know, I did a video on crisping up a salad. If you have different items that are kind of getting to where you're just almost at the point of not using them, crisp them up and use them. Maybe feed them if you have chickens, or at least throw them in your compost pile. But you really should be trying to use as much as you can of what you have. Number 16 hack is stock up when things are on sale. So for example, if you see bacon on sale for $1.99 a packet and there's a limit to buy 4, buy 4. You can always freeze it. You can do that with a lot of meats and even vegetables. You can dehydrate and freeze and can. There's so many ways that you can save whatever it is you're buying and take advantage of it. Number 17 hack. Some stores even price match. I know that Walmart price matches. There's a lot of stores that will price match. So if you decide you don't want to go looking for lost leaders and go to multiple stores, that's just not something you have time to do, maybe just take the time online and price match. If you can get a better price someplace else, take that information into the store you're shopping at least get the discount. That's probably a better way to do it with gas prices the way they are. Number 18, go to the store only when you have a list in hand. And I want to add to that, make sure you've also planned your meals for the week, because that is going to help you tremendously by following your list. It's great. And yes, there's going to be times maybe you miss something on sale and you might want to add it to your grocery shopping, but following a list is going to be key. Then number 19 on the list is leave your other impulse shoppers home. Maybe that's children, maybe that's a spouse, maybe that's your mom or whoever it is, a friend. If you've got people throwing things in the cart because, they want what they want, and you're following a list and doing your weekly planning and using cash, it really doesn't matter. You're going to be paying for things you really don't need. So leave the impulse shoppers home and take that time, go by yourself, and really take advantage and enjoy the time by yourself. Maybe listen to a book online or on tape while you're going there, or some of your favorite music. And then the last hack, number 20, is kind of a little different than I've heard anybody else say. It's just something that I found randomly. I don't know how I found it, but contact your local I guess it would be your social services office, and find out where they refer people who, need groceries, food, those types of things at a discount. There's oftentimes a lot of places in your area or in your neighborhood that will, sell food at a huge discount. And I'll give you an example. We have a company, it's actually a city over from us, but they sell a food box which includes all kinds of dry foods, canned goods, and then they also have a huge array of vegetables, $15. It feeds an average family of 4 for 1 week. It is amazing. And I'm showing you a picture of it right now. It's a food box that I got this week. I'm going to do another video just showing you everything that was in it, but You can see I bought all the groceries on that table under $15. I'm sorry, under $20. $15 would have been had I just bought the food box, but I did get a couple of packages of shredded cheese that were a loss leader as well. So I think I spent about $18.50 for all the groceries on my table. So, and I'm, of course, if you need any kind of food help, or there's all kinds of programs online, nobody should really go hungry. There's churches, there's food pantries, there are different, even social services. If you need help at that point in your life, there are programs that are available to people. And, I think things are changing, times are changing, and we need to really prepare and do the best we can. You don't want every penny that you go and work and make money through the week to go on buying groceries for your family. You don't need to do that. If the little bit of work and planning and effort, you'll be shocked how much money you'll save. So thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.